They said, "Hey, Money Guy, we just finished Millionaire Mission, and in it, Brian recommended Fidelity Charitable for a donor-advised fund. Does Brian have any tips and tricks for making the most of Fidelity Charitable?" I know we don't talk about charity a whole lot, but I know that's one of your favorite topics.
I don't know if I recommend. I use Fidelity Charitable. You know, there's Schwab has them. There's others. I just like when you have the intersection of your charitable desires and then a good tax planning opportunity, because it really is a win. If you've had success and you've started saving and investing for the future, and you're even beyond the make wealth phase, and you're now in that maintain, and you have appreciated holdings, like it's not uncommon, even with mutual fund investments, that you're going to have appreciated securities that are close to 100%. And wouldn't it be great if you could fulfill your charitable goals where your charity gets 100% of what you donate to them, but you never pay the income tax on that appreciation, but you get a charitable deduction for the full fair market value? That is a win-win. And in the book, in Millionaire Mission, I go way beyond the common sense component. And the fact that I talk about how I've done this with my charitable strategies that I do annually, where I'm also reinvesting into those same investments that I'm giving away every year, because that over time pushes up the basis. So if I ever needed to have access to these funds for like an investment, like real estate or some other big purchase, over time, I'm actually making these assets even more accessible to me as well.
Yeah, specifically when you ask about Fidelity, one of the benefits of if you use the charitable giving account at the brokerage at which you hold your assets, it just makes the linking and the donating of the securities really, really convenient. Like I know a lot of people like to use a service like Daffy, or if you're a Schwab client, you might use the Schwab Donor Advisor Fund. If you can use the same custodian and the same giving account, the transfer of securities becomes super, super easy. So Fidelity specifically is an amazingly easy platform that you log into Fidelity Charitable and you can order all of your holdings by most appreciated. You can even do it by specific tax lots. You can make the donation. And then one of the other things you can do is if you have a really good charitable platform, rather than having like every week or every month or whatever your giving cadence is, you can set up automatic distributions, automatic grants from your giving account. So it's kind of a set it and forget it if you're someone who gives on a very consistent basis. So it's one of those things, before you choose which account to use, figure out how you are, what type of giver you are. Am I a consistent monthly giver? Do I give once a year? And then you choose the best provider. Some of them have lower fees, some of them have higher fees, some of them have transaction requirements. So you just want to understand, what is the ultimate goal I'm trying to accomplish through my charitable giving? And then which platform is going to set me up to do that in the most efficient manner?
I'll give one more financial mutant tip. A lot of people have a hard time now itemizing, because the standard deduction for married couples has gotten so large. It's, mid to high 20s, depending upon your age. And, a lot of people just don't itemize anymore. But if you could use a charitable gift fund to stack your charitable contributions, meaning that you give more in every other year to qualify to itemize for that year, but then you use the charitable gift fund to basically spread out and smooth your giving to your favorite charities. That way, they're actually, even though you're now grouping the contribution for tax deduction purposes, you're still giving your contribution or making the distributions from that charitable fund over time, so it doesn't look like, hey, because their name was,
this was Emily and John.
New page. Emily and John, if you want to be able to fund this every month, you can do that with a charitable gift fund, even though you might be grouping those funds to every other year.
It's great.